a lot of the time when we kind of get into a state of anxiety, I always say our breath is our barometer. So if we think about when we feel upset, what happens to our breath? You can become short and sharp, or, you know, if we feel angry, then we hold our breath. So always use your breath as your guide. If you think, you know, sometimes we go, I'm not stressed. Oh, what's my breath saying? Oh, actually, probably I am. I'm just hiding it. So when we're babies, I'll get onto a breath technique in a second, but when we're babies, or if you want to learn how to breathe as an adult, watch a baby. When a baby lays in its cot, watch how the whole body moves. So the whole body breathes. As an adult, the whole body doesn't breathe. We're basically so stressed that we hold the breath in. I don't mean as in physically hold it, but we're holding under the surface of our skin. So maybe we might see the chest move, or maybe the belly, depending on what type of breather you are. But actually, when we breathe, there should be enough freedom in the body that actually to breathe, the whole body breathes. So I would say to my students, when you're laying down, notice actually when you're breathing, your hips move. They go, as you inhale, you feel them slightly move out, and then exhale, drawing in. The shoulder blades are moving, everything should be moving, but we're so contained, we're like this. But observe a baby and it's wonderful. That's how we should breathe. But in terms of answering the question, I call this the 360 breath. Okay, so imagine a 360 degree. Okay, so if you would need to have your spine straight. You can sit cross-legged, or you can put your legs out straight in front of you, and you can just sit on something to support you, so the spine is straight. Breathing through the nose, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. I don't know if you can kind of see me, but basically, you can see, yeah? So we put our fingers onto the fronts of our ribs and our thumbs around the back of our body. So it's almost like on top of our kidneys, yeah? So when we're anxious, we're not breathing fully, or we might be breathing here. So we just start, so with your hands, gently kind of squeeze your body, not too much. Keep the spine upright. And as we inhale, just for a moment, hold the breath, not too long. Now, as we exhale, feel the fingers, like or the hands coming in and the fingers drawing in. So a gentle squeeze with your hands to kind of acknowledge that. So now I want you to imagine, we're going to carry on doing this breath, but imagine that there's like a hula hoop around us, or a little circle around us. As we inhale, you're inhaling from the front of the body, the side of the body, and the back of the body. So visualize that little circle, that hoop around you, inhaling, and feel those parts of the body touching your little hula hoop. Don't breathe into the chest, into the belly, holding. And then exhale, we're going to draw that body in from that hula hoop, all the way in, gentle squeeze with the hands. So you would just repeat that. So the idea is that we're not just breathing from our belly, we're breathing out, to the front, to the side, and the back. Because the back of the body is really important to breathe into, because the back of the body is where our lungs actually are. And also it connects to the parasympathetic nervous system. So the parasympathetic is the part of the nervous system that calms down. So just sit there and you just visualize this little hula hoop, breathing and filling it. And notice which parts you don't feel. You might feel the front, but do you feel the side? So this is really good for anxiety.
Wow. We just had a nice little tutorial there. Thank you so much.
So in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, in the first chapter, it basically says, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga stills the fluctuations of the mind. And this is kind of what we're trying to do through our yoga practices, like again, going inwards through our mindfulness. So I can lead you through a very mini visualization in a few minutes, just to kind of get us into that space. So would that be okay?
Yes, that'd be brilliant. Thank you.
If it's okay, I'm just going to have a little quick sip of water. Okay. So, wherever you find yourself, just ensure the best that you can that your spine is straight. Maybe taking a little bit of support underneath you to help you do that, with your eyes closed. So I want you to drop into the space behind your physical heart. Just observing your breath. And if you're able to, just breathing in and out through your nose. So we say, as we drop behind the physical heart, this is our spiritual heart, connecting to that presence, that divinity, that I am presence. And now I just invite you just to take yourself away to a beautiful place in nature. A place where you can feel calm, relaxed and safe. And wherever you find yourself right now in your mind, add to this image a pool of water, maybe a small pond, taking a moment to connect to the elements and to nature around you. And now in your mind's eye, just taking a look at the surface of your pool or your pond. But this pool, the surface is flat and still. The surface is a reflection of how your mind should be when it's undisturbed. Noticing how calming it is just to observe the quietness of this water. Drawing that in, embodying that within you. Reflecting that in the feeling and the quality of your breath. Very slowly and gently within this environment, just try and find around you a small pebble. Taking that in your hand and feeling its texture against the palm of your skin. And without dropping into the feeling, just observing it, think of the most pressing thing, the heaviest thing that's on your mind right now. And I want you to take that feeling or emotion and drop that sensation into the pebble that you're holding in your hand. Feel it draining from your mind, from the tension in your body, into this stone. And when you feel that this has been done and the stone has absorbed all that feeling, I want you to throw this stone into the pool of water before you. Hear the splash. Watch the weight of the stone sink down to the bottom of the pool. And as this happens, Look at the ripples or the ring that it forms on the surface. Just one heavy thought can have far-reaching effects and repercussions. Just observing, and notice how the ripples become less and less as you release that heavy thought. And the water will slowly return back to its once still state. And this is a representation or reflection of the mind. It can come back into equilibrium if we sit with how we feel. So drawing into you that essence of stillness from the surface of the water. Drawing a sense of peace and balance and equilibrium. Breathing that in. Embodying that. And very slowly letting this image fade, but not the feelings of peace or serenity. Hold that deep within you. And wherever you are, wherever you're sat, starting to tune into the senses and sounds around you. So you can bring your awareness back. So we can come back together on this call. Opening your eyes when you feel ready.
Wow. Thank you, Sarah, for that. You know, I feel quite calm inside myself after that, and I really appreciate. There's one thing that I heard when you said, you know, step behind your heart, you know, and in Krishna consciousness we say that we have in the heart we have the soul, Atma, and we also have Paramatma. So, you know, and the Paramatma is the supreme Atma, or the supreme being. We call him Krishna. And in the way you were saying, it's like Krishna was there trying to support us through this, and the way you talk. So thank you so much for, that's a realization I was having, that sometimes we do our best and we leave the rest to Krishna.